Hi, I'm Holly of Holly's Soapmaking. I recently made a video of the first in a series of my 3 most requested soaps, and in this video I'll show you how I make the second most popular, a sweet orange and cedarwood soap with silk and some black walnut hull powder. I'll list the recipe at the end of this video, and you'll find links and information in the description box below. Soap making involves the use of sodium hydroxide or lye, which can burn your skin and permanently damage your eyes. So be sure to learn and follow lye-safe handling procedures during the entire soap making process. Before making the lye, I added a small amount of cruelty-free tussa silk to the distilled water. I typically use about a half cotton ball of silk for every 1,000 grams of recipe oils. I just pulled the silk apart and then stirred it into the water. I added the sodium hydroxide and continued to stir until both it and the silk had dissolved. I blended to a light trace and then poured off about 1½ cups for the walnut hull powder. In the past, when making this soap, I've done all kinds of swirls with the darker color, from in the pot to more intricate hanger swirls and even just a simple spoon swirl. For this one, I decided to do a quick feather swirl, but of course you could create any design you like. This technique just happens to be my favorite. To help the loaf gel completely, I did place the soap in a warm oven. I removed the soap from the oven the next morning and left it uncovered on the counter until the next day. I unmolded and cut the soap about 48 hours after making it. Since I was making a cold process soap, I left the top of lye set to sodium hydroxide or NaOH. My recipe oil weight was 1200 grams. My lye concentration was set to 35%, which means my lye solution consisted of 35% sodium hydroxide and 65% distilled water. I set the superfat to 6% and my fragrance usage rate was 45 grams per kilogram. Once you have everything entered, you just select to calculate the recipe, then to view or print it. SoapCalc will give you a really nice listing of all of your ingredients, including the amount of sodium hydroxide required to saponify your oils. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found something useful here to help you in your soap making.